What's going on, guys? It's SquireTrades here, back with episode 3 of journaling every single day. Today is July 16th, 2025. It is 3:40 p.m. Central Standard Time. And let's start on the daily chart. You can see here we've kind of just been range bound, consolidating, chopping around after we swept this massive liquidity over here. We've kind of failed to displace in either direction. I was starting to read this as consolidation, expecting some kind of manipulation. Specifically, I'm looking for these relative equal lows right here, otherwise known as low resistance liquidity or a low resistance liquidity run. Especially after yesterday, we reached all the way up into new uncharted territory, kind of closed. It still ended up being a bullish close, but this is a pretty long wick. So I was expecting to see some price action, some bearish price action delivered coming into today. You can see here, we've got this 4-hour massive fair value gap, 4-hour internal range liquidity that we traded into. You'll also see over here, we traded into both of these 1-hour bearish fair value gaps. Boom. Down on the 15-minute chart, we came up, and I can rewind this and kind of show you what the information I had at the time. This is the information I had at the time. So I was thinking, let's see if we can get a retracement into premium. Boom. There's our retracement into premium. Then this 15-minute candle off of the 9:30 open comes up, sweeps this buy-side liquidity, and then continues its displacement, right? So my area of interest at this point was we came into premium here, displaced, boom, and then I was watching for this next move right here up into this inverse fair value gap. So let me get some of this out of the way here. Boom, exit. Here you go. I was watching for this inverse fair value gap and fair value gap overlapping on the 15-minute chart. You can see that we came up, poked it here, boom. I was in here, stop here, 57-point stop. I was in with 2 micros, and I was targeting all the way down here. What's funny is this started to go and it looked really good, so I ended up pulling my stops. Once we got these 2 candles here, I can kind of replay this for you again and show you what I could see. This is what I could see after this massive reaction here with my TP all the way down here. I was up a pretty good chunk of change already, so I wasn't willing to watch this turn into a losing trade. So what I ended up doing was I pulled my stop loss to break even, and I said either this is going to come hit my take profit at this level right here, or I'm going to get hit for break even and I'll walk away and I'll come back tomorrow ready to continue with fresh accounts, having not taken a loss today. That's the goal. That's always the goal. Get yourself into a position, get yourself into some good profits, move your stop loss to break even, protect yourself from taking a loss, and let the market decide what it wants to do. Kind of just let probability play within your favor. So if I fast forward a couple candles, you will see I got clipped for break even, and that's that. That's really that's pretty much it. Going into tomorrow, today's been a really weird day. Price action has been awful. Look at this 4-hour chart. We come up, test the 4-hour fair value gap. Look at this candle here specifically. This is a super bearish close, and then what do? we open, deliver some more bearish action. Mind you, there's no fair value gap inside of here, right? This has already become an inverse fair value gap. You can see that from this candle here that closed ultra bearish, and then this one opened at 10 a.m., kind of continued. That's where you saw I got into some profits. I moved my stop to break even, and I got clipped. So at this point, pending this close here in an hour and 13 minutes, we've got one inverse fair value gap supporting us, I guess supporting bearish action, if you will, or it was. And then you also have this bearish fair value gap that we're about to inverse once again. So you can kind of see that this is just choppy garbage. This isn't really good price action. It's not something you want to be over leveraging in. You don't want to be putting big size on. And I'll refer you back to the video I posted just a couple days ago called Jabs versus Hooks, right? For me, this is a time in which with this action, I'm only really trying to throw jabs. I'm not trying to throw hooks. I'm sized down on my funded accounts, and I'm really only trading evals inside of this garbage, trying to get myself prepared for when we receive better price action. That's all I'm trying to do right now. I want to position myself in a spot such that when market conditions turn around, when we start moving in one direction or the other, I have as many accounts as I need in order to capitalize on the market moving efficiently, right? So that being said, this has been day 3 of journaling every single day. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, drop them down below. Follow me on X at CarterDMay. And we will see you guys tomorrow for the 4th installment of journaling every single day. Thank you so much. It's been SquireTrades. You guys have a great day.